Yoga for everybody. So whatever's going on, let's just keep going, putting one foot in front of the other. So we'll start lying down. Why not? I was either going to be standing or lying, so I have made the decision to lie down today. Maybe we need to just kind of come into our body. And this is the best way, most probably strongest way to come into our body is to lie down, because it brings the head and the body all into this kind of equal place. So very useful. Immediately, how do you feel? Different, right? I feel different just feeling the ground beneath me and feeling like, oh, yeah. Breathe in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And let's just ease out the back, and then we'll do a few arms. So we're just going to hug the knees. We're going to start really with ease. Bring some ease into the body, into how you are, into your presence. So we're just going to bring a bit of ease into the lower back, because that always could do with a little bit of tenderness and attention and touch and massage. Yeah. Then we put the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. That always feels nice to release the legs. We'll just let the arms rest. Actually, let's rest the arms just in the body. Just rub the heart and the belly. Give that a little bit of a rub. Just go, oh, here I am. I am here. Here I am. Yeah. And if there is some emotion there being stirred up, then let it be stirred up. That's okay. Good. And we'll just chant the mantra on. So lying in Shavasana, really, this is the most surrendered, released position, really letting the body, dropping the body, letting the body go. Breathe in. You can close the eyes if you want. We're going to do 3 long, loud Oms. So feel that vibration in your body. Breathing into the nostrils. Feel your breath moving in and out through your nostrils. And let's give ourselves a full stretch on the ground. So extending the body, extending the arms above the head, pointing the toes. And let's just take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. So we're going to extend through the left side, one side at a time. So when you're extending through the left, we're taking hold of the left wrist, we're pushing the left heel away, maybe tightening the left buttock slightly, but also letting the head roll. So really feel that lovely sense of making a little pillow for the head with the upper arm there. So breathing in into the left side of the body. And as you breathe out, just pushing the heel away and just pulling the left arm, guiding it upwards and over the head. So releasing as well the neck, just letting that head roll and loll. Breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in, feel the space you're creating on the left side of the body, the left waist particularly. Deep inhale, long exhale. One more breath in. And release that left wrist. Yes, it becomes a bit more spaghetti-like, a bit more floppy. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Let go the left side. Just remind that left side to let go now. Push the right heel away, pulling the right arm up and over. And rolling the head over to rest on the left upper arm. So we're breathing into the right side of the body and pushing the heel away on the exhale. Feel the right waist getting expansive. Feel the ribs lifting up away from the hip lowering down away from the ribs. So we're creating space, expanding through our center. Breath in and release. Particularly when the weather gets a bit colder, it's good to expand and we let the energy move and we feel warmer. The arms are just rested on the ground there. Breathing into the nostrils. And exhaling through the nostrils, lifting the arms up through space. This is focusing and centering. Arms are just reaching the ground. Inhaling begins. We're trying to keep that breath moving steadily and smoothly. Inhaling, coming up. And exhaling, moving through space. Steady, slow out breath. And then reaching the ground. So moving steadily and smoothly, keeping that flow of breath even, steady, slow. And exhaling, moving the arms through space. Yeah, steady and smooth. See if you can slow it down a little bit. Empty, empty, empty. And allow the air to come in slowly when you're breathing in. It's a steady stream. That takes some practice. Initially, our breath can be very whooshy, big breath in and a kind of whooshing out. We want to try and start to control and steady the breath, calm the breath. Make it even, steady flow. Inhaling all the way up. So we're steadying and calming the mind. Steadying and calming. Inhaling. Let this be the last one. The arms are moving through space as slowly and steadily as you can. This is the practice. Slow and steady. Requires all your focus. And so your focus can't go anywhere else when we do that. And then we're going to hug the knees again. Draw them up into the chest. Let's draw a circle on the ground. So knees are staying together, hands are on top of the kneecaps. As you inhale, the knees come away. As you exhale, you draw the knees into the body. Make it a nice big circle, extending the arms. Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah, let's go the other way. Inhaling, knees come away. Exhaling, knees come into the body. Just enjoying the flow, the ease you're bringing into the body, steadiness. Just repeating the action. Thinking of the circle also being a spiral, going deeper, calming ourselves, spiraling into a much deeper, relaxed state. Hugging the knees in again. Let's take hold of the left knee, extend the right leg away. And we'll just take that right hand lower down. So the left hand's on the front of the knee, right hand lower down, maybe down to the ankle or wherever you can get down to. And we're drawing that knee in. So as you inhale, let the knee come away. As you exhale, draw that into the body. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Let's give it a bit of a squeeze into the body. And then we'll just see if we can move the hip a little bit, taking that lower leg side to side. Bring the hip up a little bit. Even drawing a little circle if that feels good. You can take hold, just explore that hip a little bit, moving the knee, moving the ankle, just gently, just to bring a bit of ease into that hip. And then we're going to extend that left heel up to the ceiling. If it feels too strong, then you can put the right foot on the ground. You can choose. Take the hands behind the thigh and really pushing the heel up to the ceiling. So extending through the back of the leg there. I notice how in the colder weather, the body just becomes a little bit stiffer and a little bit slower to respond, but it will respond. So we give it a bit of time, we give it some breath. And we need to move, we need to keep expanding, keep that movement happening with our practice. So our body stays supple, stays malleable, stays stable as well. And then we bend the knee again, hug the knee in. Right hand on the knee now, because we're going to take it into a twist, a deep twist, taking that knee right over the body and extending the left arm out to the side, looking down the left arm or looking down the left. So the knee is going one way, it's going to the right, and the head is going to the left. So we're creating a twist in our spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Just let that breath and the position of the body do the work for you. Inhaling deeply, exhaling long, releasing. Gradually that left knee is coming further down, closer to the floor, and the left shoulder is coming closer to the floor on the other side. Deepen your breath. Exhale, empty. Now use the next inhale to lift the knee up to center, lift the head up to center, see how that feels. Give it a little squeeze, put the foot on the floor, slide the leg away, and then we bring that right knee in. right hand on the knee, left hand lower down. We're just pulling that into the body on the exhale. So the inhale, let the knee relax a little bit away from the body. And the exhale, we draw it in. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, pulling the knee in. And again, we'll just loosen that hip up a little bit. First of all, just taking it side to side, holding the ankle and the knee, just rocking it side to side, just warming that hip joint. Amazing what this can do, because it also obviously works into the back of the pelvis, into the hip, into the groin. So it's all connected. Everything's connected. And then we're going to extend. Actually, I mean, you might want to just even move that in a circle. I missed that a little bit. So you might want to just move that in a circle. Well, it feels good to you. Now extend the right heel up to the ceiling. You can put that volume control on, putting the left foot on the ground. Otherwise, take hold behind the thigh. Push the heel up to the ceiling. And breathe. Simple as that. Just keep focusing your attention on the release. So long, slow out breath. See how the body responds to that out breath. Squeeze all the breath out on that out breath. And just let the weight of the leg just start to release and come down towards the body. Good. And then bend the knee again. If your left foot is on the ground, slide that away. I forgot to say that on the other side. And take the left hand onto the right knee. Take the right hand out to the right. And take that right over the body to the left. And take the head looking down the right side. So you're looking down the right arm or down to the right. And the knee is going to the left. This. Breathe. Once you're there, breathe. Breathe deeply. But you can let the hand just rest on the outside of that right knee. Don't need to push it. Gradually, you'll find the leg will relax, the hip will relax, the spine will relax. The longer you stay there, the more attentive you are to your breath. So deep breath in, long, slow breath out. And then slowly lifting the knee to center, lifting the head to center. Hug that knee once more. Put the sole of the foot on the ground, slide the leg away. Let's see how that feels. Okay. Then we're going to hug the knees, both of them again. Extend the legs up to the ceiling, extend the fingers up to the ceiling. Let's rotate the wrists and ankles all at the same time. So quite a lot on the ground today. I think it's a good thing to ground in these times and to feel the ground and support of the ground and feel our bodies, come into this embodied space and hug the knees. Put the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. Just bring them close in as you can. Hips width, parallel feet if you can find that. And hands flat down either side. So we're going to lift the hips on the inhale, lifting off the ground, opening the front of the body. Inhaling, exhaling, rolling down the spine from the top down to the bottom. Yeah, just enjoy that rolling motion. You might even find as you roll that down, you give that little lift in the lower back just to kind of do the opposite movement. Then you can really sit that down as you inhale and lift the whole back off the ground. So it's kind of like this nice little rolling that we get at the end. And then the inhale, lifting, peeling off the ground and rolling down on the exhale. Try and slow this down as well. If you want to, you can also incorporate the movement of the arms, inhaling the arms come up and exhaling the arms come down, moving a little faster through space to just try and get that so that when the arms reach the ground, if you're doing this movement, the back also reaches the ground. So it's nice, a good thing for your mind to have to focus on. Inhaling and exhaling. Just enjoying that movement of the spine and the arms if you're moving the arms. Inhaling, pushing into the feet, opening the front of the body, lifting the hips high. The chest is coming towards the chin, the knees are going to the opposite wall. So really feeling you're lengthening the front of the body. You're lengthening as you lift up. You feel from the knees right into the throat. It's expanding and rolling down. Let's move one more of these with or without the arm movement. And exhaling, rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae, feeling the back, And then counterposing by hugging the knees. Have a little rock and roll again, just to counterpose, to ease out, to bring the back into an equilibrium. Okay, now we're going to roll onto the side. Come up to seated. And we're going to, first of all, bend the knees and hug the knees. And let's give ourselves a little hug. Let the head fall at the back of the neck, relax. Breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the mouth. Yeah, let it out, let it go. And then we're going to let the knees fall out to the side, bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe have a little rock and roll, side to side. Have a little play. Rocking side to side. And then come to a stillness. Try and get the heels close to the groin if you can. And either take hold of the toes or the ankles, whichever feels accessible to you. And whatever feels accessible, but also that you can sit up tall at the same time. If you find holding the toes, you're hunched forwards, then take hold of the ankles instead. It's better to have that nice upright spine. So you're lifting from here, from the chest. And notice when you lift here, this becomes long. The shoulders sit back away from the ears. Back of the neck becomes long. Abdominals have to work here. And then we start to bring the knees down to the side. So we're coming into this Vajrasana, cobbler position. Good. Keep lifting the chest. Keep pressing the shoulders back as if you're sitting against a wall. So you're really engaging the body. It's not just the hips happening here. It's really everything is being engaged. And breathe deeply. Just feeling almost as if there's weights on the inside of the knees, pressing the knees down. And then releasing. This time we're going to come into a different position. So we're going to curve the back. So it's been very upright. Now we're going to curve it. So we take the thumbs into the center of each of the soles of the feet. Let's actually give ourselves a little massage there. Why not? Just pressing in the center, doing little circles with your thumbs, holding the foot with the rest of the fingers. And just enjoying your feet. It feels so good to do that. Always going to feel good to press into those. And then we're going to just bring imagine the crown of the head wants to reach that space between the feet. So we're opening the feet up. You could even press the elbows on the inside of the thighs if you like. And then the head is coming down. You're curving the back. You're breathing deeply. Gradually coming down. Just feeling expansion on the back of the body. Good. Lifting the head up slowly, coming back up. Lift the knees up to release. Hug the knees to the body. Let the face fall to the knees. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. And again, breathing into the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth, releasing the back of the neck, just bringing ease. And we'll come on to a little bit of a cosmic egg, just to feel a sense of stillness and balance maybe. So we lift the chest again, sitting tall, come onto the toes or off the toes, holding the fronts of the knees, and really feeling a sense of floating in space. And if you can, close the eyes, see how it feels. Maybe there'll be a little bit of rocking, wobbling. Strong belly, strong back, breathe, and release. Good. Okay, so now we're going to expand the legs out, and I come into a lion position. So this is great for some release, looking like we need some release today. You can either bring the hands here in front of you, like the claws on the floor, or out to the sides. And as the face, as we always do, is the tongue is out, making this rasping sound, eyes are super wide, as if your eyebrows are going to come off the top of your head. But we start with the hands together, just to gather our energy, breathing in. Good. Really send the body forwards in this kind of very forward motion. And again, you can do either side. I'm going to do alternate. I want to alternates. So breathing in Still the chest is coming forwards though. So it's a very, strong, assertive movement. Breathing in. Good. Yeah, it feels better already. Let your fire purify you. Let's do one more. Breathing in. Good. And bring the legs together. Hug the knees once more. Let the head fall. Back of the neck is relaxed down. Breathing in. Sighing out through the mouth. And then we're just going to come onto all fours here briefly. Come onto all fours. Sit back into the heels. Stretch the arms away from you. Bring them forward to the ground. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth here. Just releasing the back of the shoulders. Breathing into the ribs, into the chest, into the whole of your breathing capacity. Really feel you're opening your wings, opening the back, opening the chest. The front of the ribs are pressing against the legs. All your breathing capacity is being used there. Good. And we're going to come up into a downward dog from here. So spread the fingers wide and extend the fingers in front of you. Come up onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out. Lift the knees off the ground. And we're in downward dog. So we're just going to get the legs a bit more lively by bending the right knee and putting the left heel down, bending the left knee, putting the right heel down. Pressing back with the hands. Don't forget to keep those elbows slightly soft. Keep some space between your shoulders. So we're opening and trying to open that space across the back. So the back is expanded, very expanded. Then we come into a stillness. Find this posture. Feel the strength in the thighs. Feel the hands are super engaged with the ground. There's no spaces. The knuckles aren't lifting. The fingers are spread wide. You're pressing back into the hands. But keeping the elbows slightly soft, using the strength in the arms. Breathing into the chest, not the belly, keeping the belly tucked in. Good, just stay another breath. See if we can hold this dog. And then we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees, let the body hang. And again, breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Release, let go. And again, breathe into the nostrils. Have a little rock side to side. So shift the weight from the right to the left foot. Slowly and mindfully doing that is slowly just feeling the shift move from one to the other, feeling that shift of weight gradually moving from the right to the left. While continuing to release, let go, keep releasing, keep letting go. Then come to stillness. Leaving the arms hanging, if you're holding on to the elbows, let them go. And start to feel the lift from the base of the spine, traveling up, keep the knees bent, leave the arms hanging. See if you can identify and feel each little vertebrae as it lifts, as it creates space in the spine until you're finally lifting up your shoulders, letting them sink down, lifting up the head, just finding your upright body once again. We've been on the ground, so now we're finding our upright body. Yeah, let's lift the shoulders into the nostrils and release out through the mouth. Good, and again, breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. And let's do one more of those, breathing in. Good, bring the sides of the feet together, let's energize everything. Lifting the arms up, inhaling, interlinking the fingers, stretch the hands up, lift the heels off the ground, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, hold the breath in. And then breathing out softly and slowly through the nostrils, arms are coming down, softly and slowly through space, down to the sides. Let's try that again. Breathing in, interlink the fingers, stretch up, lift the heels off the ground, push off those toes. This will help when you really push off the toes as if you're trying to stretch your feet and really lifting up and squeezing together, then your balance will be improved. And hold the breath in. And then breathing out softly. Soften everything. Feel the energy. Feel the energy that you've built up, kind of coming into the body right from that center out to the limbs, out to the fingertips, out to the toes, out to the crown. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. Extend up and squeeze together. Lift the heels high, push off the toes. Hold the breath in, hold it, hold that energy. Let it build, let it grow. And then we soften and let the energy flow and spread through the body. Feel that warmth and energy, movement. Good. So let's come into a little cross crawl now, just a slow one, lifting the left knee, meeting with the right hand, and the other way. Let's get the legs moving, get some energy in the legs, and also just assist the flow of energy that's moving in the most beneficial way. Energy gets a bit stuck and a bit blocked, gets into little patterns. So we just want to help it realign, readjust. Okay. And then we extend the leg up and we meet it with the opposite hand, still doing this crossed lateral movement and warming the body, warming the legs a little bit more. Good. One more. And then we're going to bring the heels to the back, to the buttocks. So just bringing the heels to the buttocks. If you're kicking yourself on the backside, again, just to wake the legs up, get a bit of blood moving around, limbering, everything is moving, getting activated. We take the legs out to the side, so a leg comes out to the side. You can hold the hips if you prefer. I like to do this, it makes me feel a bit more, it reminds me to also to keep this body engaged. When I have my hands on the hips, it's sort of steadying. So the legs are going out to the side, opening up the hips there a little bit. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And let's get a bit more into those hips as well. Lifting and opening. Lifting the knee and opening out to the side. So we're getting into opening, warming, lubricating the joints of the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's do one more each side. Good. Feeling a little bit more lively now. But let's also just do a little palm tree here. And we'll do quite a narrow one. So the feet are about shoulder width apart. Inhale, lift the arms up. So we're kind of in a sort of a skinny X, if you like. So rather than a wide X, a little bit of a skinny X here. But we're really stretching up to the ceiling. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're leaning over to the left. Push into that left foot to really help that, support that. Inhaling up, exhaling, leaning over to the right. Inhaling up, moving in time with your breath and exhaling. So whatever side you're leaning to, press into the ground with that foot. So when we're leaning over to the right, you press into that right foot. It'll really help to feel supported. And keep extending through the body. Exhaling, keep reaching into the fingers there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more to the other side. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Let's see how that feels. Roll the shoulders back a few times. 1, maybe 3 times. 3, and then we go forward to the shoulders just to warm up. And get into the neck a little bit. And let's not forget, limbering, let's do a few Tai Chi twists. So knees are bent, feet are a good distance apart, at least shoulder width. And we're just turning on our center, on our axis, letting the arms swing heavily around, loosening everything up, just finding that freedom in the body. Maybe even coming to a deeper twist, looking right behind you, letting the arms swing heavily, coming up onto the toes, you twist. Yeah. Feel the back of the hands pop into the lower back and slowly come to a stop. And let's just give ourselves an extra treat. Little top up. Relate that energy at the base of the spine. Wake it up. Yeah. Whatever you feel is good there. And then get the knuckles either side for the lower spine. Let's sound out. And then take that to the front of the hips. We're giving ourselves a bit of service today. Let's all sound out. And then taking the fingers to the chest area. Lightening and brightening. Yeah. This is where we need to be. This is where we need to be. Let it go, let it out. Breathing into the nostrils. Ah, yeah, good. And then give the sides a little rub just to finish up. Okay. Shake my hands out a little bit. Shake the legs out. I'm going to come into some standing. I'm going to start with Trikonasana. Now we've got nice long sides or triangle. So we come to the front of our working area, our mat, feet to hips width apart, parallel, standing nice and tall. Put the weight onto the left foot and step back with the right. Right angles with the feet, hips square to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, hands are facing forwards. Exhaling, reaching over to your left and down. Make contact with that left leg, front or back of hand, and reach up away with the right hand. I say this often, but it's not about how far down you can get. If you're finding that you're trying to get further down and it ends up your shoulders coming forward and your hips coming forward, then come up a little bit. Come out of that. Come back from that a little bit. You don't need to go so far down. It's better that your body is as if it was between two panes of glass. That's what we're trying to do. And also we want to try and get that right shoulder away, back, behind us. Use the inhale to come up. And the exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight to the right now. Step back with the left. So find that center, find the weight even between the feet, lift the arms up, bring the arms down on the exhale, inhaling, open the palms wide, exhaling, reaching over to your right and down. Making contact with that right leg, reaching up with the left, looking up at those left fingers. Neck is long, it's coming directly in line with the spine. And dropping the left shoulder away from the left ear, softening the knees, checking you're not locking the knees. And also checking, is my left hip coming forwards, my shoulder coming forwards, and if so, come a little bit higher up. Try and find the quality in your posture rather than, trying to find some kind of goal, some end point. It's never ending. Inhaling, coming up, exhaling, coming down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give your knees a little shake there, because it feels good. We're going to come into a wider stance now. So a big step back, weight on the left, big step with the right, about a warrior step, a big warrior step. So take a big step or a couple of steps, and then we're not at a right angle now. We're getting those toes pointing slightly more forwards, getting the hips level. Inhaling, lifting the arms up. Exhaling, bringing the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Expand the chest, keep the shoulders down though, and exhaling, lifting down the left arm, bending into the left knee as the left knee is moving forwards. You're pushing back into that right heel. So we're getting that dynamic between the fingers here, dynamic between the left knee and the right foot. And then we're going to come into a peaceful warrior. So inhale and exhaling, that right hand is coming down. So we don't start to straighten that leg up. We're just keeping that still. The right arm comes down, left arm goes up. You turn the palm, so it's facing backwards, and then it's reaching or pointing towards the ground. And look up at the ceiling if your neck allows you. Breathe, keeping the bend in the left knee. Breathe. Breathe deeply, this will support you. Back leg is really strong to support you as well. Use the next inhale to come back to warrior two. Exhale, sink into this for one breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. On the side, weight on the right foot, big step back with the left. Big step. Find your foot position, get your hips steady. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest wide. And breathing out, bending into the right knee, making sure it's going in line with the toes. And pushing back into that left heel. So we've got this dynamic between the fingertips moving away from each other, the right knee and left heel moving away from each other. So everything extended. Think about the groin coming down to the ground and the crown going up into the heavens. And let's come into peaceful. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, reaching back with that left hand and down, resting onto this very strong leg. Right hand's gone up, turn the palm, reaching over the body. Keep the bend in the right knee. This will help. It will help keep that weight even, and it will end up being a bit unbalanced if you don't keep the bend in the knee. Breathe. Breathe deeply, looking up at the space on the inside of the right arm up to the ceiling. If your neck feels comfortable to do that. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, sink into warrior two for a moment. Inhale, straighten the legs up. Exhale, arms are coming down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's give the legs a little shake. Feels good. Okay. We're going to step back again. Another wide leg. Actually, first of all, we'll do a little bit of we could do with a little interlude. So we're going to just breathe and move. So feet to hips width apart, fingertips just touching there. Very simple breathing and moving. Inhaling, coming up, lifting the heels high, bringing the hands together above the head. Exhaling, bringing the heels down and hands coming down. Let's just center ourselves again. Inhaling, coming up, and exhaling. Heels are coming down, arms are coming down through space. See if you can bring those heels slowly down. Inhaling all the way up, reaching up, lifting the heels high, and exhaling, coming down, trying to keep that movement smooth and steady. And just touching the fingers at the bottom. Strong inhale, reaching, dynamic, and a soft, earthy exhale, coming down to earth, grounded. So expansion and contraction, inhaling all the way up, reaching, and then coming back down to earth. Last time, just let that come down and bring your hands into the heart center briefly. Just close your eyes for a second. See how your breath is, see how your body feels. It's like a moment here, just to check in with yourself. How do I feel now? Where's my mind? Where is it? Is it here? Has it disappeared? Has it gone off somewhere on a little journey? And then we just return. We'll come back to the front of the mat. Actually, we'll come back to the center of the mat. We're going to come into a balance. So we're going to come into warrior three. Heat making for cooler weather. This is ideal. So we bring the weight onto the left foot, bending that standing leg, the knee of the standing leg. And then you can use a wall or furniture, don't forget. As you bring that right leg up behind you, pointing the toe or pushing the heel away, as long as it's extended, it's up to you there. And extending the arms forward, you can, if you want, to interlink the fingers and point the index finger and looking down at the ground so your neck is in line with your back. And breathe. Keep lengthening between the toe and the finger, or the heel and the finger, depending on, your position. Breathe deeply, see if you can stay with it, and then release. Give everything a shake. Shake the legs, shake the arms. Just releasing. And like I said, if you're using walls or furniture, make sure the arms are extended rather than kind of being close to them, because then you're going to get that feeling, the same feeling that we need. Come onto the right foot, bending knee to find your balance. Don't grip the toes. Extend that left leg back, pointing the toe or pushing the heel away. Extend the arms forward, interlinking the fingers, looking down just with ease, keeping the neck in line with the back. Good. Breathe. Ungrip the toes. Try and keep the hip from lifting up, the left hip. It will want to, but we're trying to keep it level. And then release. Coming down slowly if you can. And let's just take a moment, lift the shoulders up and roll them back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Rolling forwards now with the shoulders. Yeah, just find that bit of ease there. Now we're going to come down into a squat. So take the feet a bit further apart, and feet out, toes out at a right angle. Oh, not right angle. What am I talking about? At a slight angle. And then find the position of the feet for the squat. Also, if your heels don't reach the ground, put something underneath them so you have that stability there. Whatever position, see if you can get your body between your knees and let the body hang. Put the back of the hands on the ground, just releasing, letting go, letting the head hang forwards. If this is not possible for you at all, then you can always come into Ragdoll. But do try to come in, just try and practice squat, even if it's very supported, even if you're sitting on something, putting someone underneath your bottom, a stool or something, because at least you're working towards that. Breathing in and breathing out. Rather than saying, oh, I can't squat, just find a way to do it, find the position, but being supported. And then eventually we just reduce the amount of support very, very slowly, and suddenly you're finding you can squat. We can overcome these obstacles. So now we're just going to bring lifting the head up, bring the hands together, lifting the chest. Again, you might find that even if your heels are on the ground, you kind of feel like they might fall back. Then you can always put your heels on something just to help take the weight forwards. Hands together, pressing the knees, the elbows into the knees, lifting the chest, pressing the hands together. Yeah, strong in the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's take another breath in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. Then take the hands to the floor. We're going to come into Ragdoll. Knees are bent, body's hanging. Breathe in and breathe out. Breath coming in through the nostrils. Sigh out for the mouth. Knees are bent, don't forget. Now we lift from the base, up the spine, leaving everything hanging, gradually bringing everything to life again. Keep the knees bent, keep the legs active, and we're unfurling, unrolling the spine, lifting it up, bringing life and light into the whole body. Beautiful. Yeah, and lift the shoulders up and roll them back. Just enjoy. Yeah, coming back into the body. I'm going to come into another balance now, moving balance, the heron balance. So we take the weight onto the left foot, and you inhale, lifting the right knee, lifting the arms up high, and exhaling, lowering down. See if you can find that nice moment to shift. See if you can get the knee really high and also lifting. So it's really extending the arms up and lifting the knee high. That will help your balance. Exhaling is a softening, coming down slowly. So inhaling, lifting strongly. And as you lift that right knee, counteract that by pushing the left foot into the ground. That makes all the difference, you'll find. And exhaling, lowering down. And creates more stability in the standing leg as well. Everything is about dynamics, moving, things moving away from each other, things moving towards each other. And we start to use these things to help us with our balance. If you want to now, you can do this extended version, inhaling, lifting the knee, exhaling, the arms come down, the foot comes out, inhaling again, another lift of the knee. So we're a bit longer in the balance and exhaling, lowering the leg down. But you can stay with the original version if you want to. So lifting the knee high so that when you push the heel out, it's really helping that balance, that dynamic. Inhale and exhale. Don't worry about the wobbles will be there. Let's do one more each side of these. Inhaling, exhaling. You might be doing, two in the time we do one if you're staying with the original version, that's okay. You just stay with your own speed as long as it's steady and even. This is what we're aiming for. Doesn't matter if it's a bit faster or a bit slower. As long as it's steady and even. Inhale and exhale. And then just come to a stillness. Let's just give ourselves a little shake up, just shaking everything up. So knees are bent, and we're just shaking the knees first of all. Let the sound out. And the hips. And the shoulders finally. Okay, whoa, that's better. So let's come into another standing posture. We're going to come to the front of the mat again, and we're going to come into a reverse triangle. So weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Bring both feet to face forward now. So we're in a triangle distance, and the feet are parallel. So inhaling, reaching the arms up, exhaling, bringing the arms to shoulder height, inhaling, opening the space across the chest, exhaling, turning towards the right leg, inhaling here, exhaling, the left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg, reaching up with the right hand and looking up at that right hand. Good. Breathe deeply. See if you can send that breath into the center of the chest. You're going to feel constricted, your breath, in this position. One more breath in. On the out breath, take the right hand down to the right foot. Take the left hand over to the left foot. Bring the fingertips into the center now. Inhaling, look forwards. Come up onto the fingertips. Exhaling, try and flatten the hands, even if you have to bend the knees slightly, looking down. And again, breathing in, coming up onto the fingertips, looking forwards. Exhaling, hands are coming down. And again, one more time, coming up onto the fingertips. Stay there for a second and exhale. And then take the hands to the hips. So we're already halfway up, lifting the elbows. We're keeping the body straight here. Looking forwards, strong legs, strong back. If you need some extra support, place the hands on the lower back. Breathing in and out. And the next inhale, lift yourself up to standing. And then release. Okay. Inhale, lift up. Other side now. Exhale, arms to shoulder height. Inhale here. Exhale, turning towards your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg. Maybe that ankle or maybe higher. Doesn't really matter. Make that leg strong. And and reach up for the left fingers to the ceiling. Looking up at the left hand or looking up at the ceiling. And breathe. Breathe into the center of your chest. Think about that heart space opening. Stay with it. One more breath in. And the left hand comes down to the left foot. Right hand goes over to the right foot. And this time we're going to bend the knees and let the body just hang in a wide leg ragdoll. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Just let it go. Let it go. And again, breathe into the nostrils. Good. Walking over to the right foot now. So coming up onto the fingertips and then walking over to the right foot. We're going to just have a little walk around here. Just to see how that feels. And then walking over to the center. Could be on the fingertips or you could be on the whole hand walking over to the left now. Taking a moment there and then coming back to center. And then again, coming into the wide leg ragdoll. So the knees are bent, the body's hanging, head is hanging. And we lift from the base of the spine. We slowly uncurl, leaving the arms hanging, leaving the head hanging to the last moment when they lift up, shoulder lifts up. It's better. Then bring the feet together. Keep the legs a little bit, shake the arms a little bit. Yeah. So let's come down to the ground. I'm going to come in a little slow squat here. So lift the arms in front of you. Exhaling, the bottom's coming back. Don't forget to keep the thighs strong to make sure the knees stay in even space. Keep reaching forward. Keep breathing in and out as you come down. Keep breathing in and out. Keep it slow and steady if you can. And then when you reach the ground, just take the legs out in front of you. Bounce your knees up and down a little bit. Okay, right here. So we're going to come into a forward bend, but first of all, we're going to come into the rod, Bandasana. Bring the legs together, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Unless that feels too much, you have the volume control, you can relax that down. But if it feels like it's just on the edge of your comfort zone, then stay with it. Take the fleshy part back, just shuffle that back, and the hands at either side of the body. Notice I'm not leaning the hands behind me or in front of me. It's in line with my body. So pressing into the ground. So again, these two things moving away from each other. The right hand or the hands are moving onto the ground and the chest is lifting up away. And you notice how the right shoulder is coming down as well. So we've got these two forces, if you like. And also the back of the neck is long. We're looking at the big toes. So we're not looking up and we're not looking, down at our knees. We're keeping that really strong line or that intention, that line of energy, if you like, from the crown, maybe even the back of the head to the crown. back of the crown, right to the base of the spine, right to the tail. So you can feel your abdominals having to work here. One more breath in and release. Feels better. Okay. We're going to lie down now. So actually, we're going to extend the fingers to the toes and slowly lay the body down. Slowly lay the body down. As slowly as you can, breathing in and out the whole time. Breathing in and out slowly, slowly. See how slowly you can do this right to the last moment, and then your back reaches the ground, the head, and let the shoulders go, and let the arms just relax to the sides. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press the back into the ground, draw the knees up into the body, hug the knees. Yeah, have a little rock and roll here. Just ease out the back gently. Let's just move the spine a little bit and slow down everything to close. We'll come towards our close. Inhaling, taking the knees away. Exhaling, drawing the knees into the body, lifting the head up to the knees. So making ourselves very small and curved. And then we're flattening the back out. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Just moving in time with your breath. Whole the back is in touch with the ground. And then we're curving the back, even lifting the tail off the ground, squeezing the knees into the body. Let's do one more of these. Inhaling and exhaling. And then taking the head onto the ground, putting the feet on the ground, taking the feet slightly away from the body, and then wide as the mat or fairly wide. Extend the arms out to the side. We're going to just do a little bit of a line twist. So breathing in. As you breathe out, the knees come down to the left, and the head goes over to the right. On the inhale, lift the knees and head to center. Exhale, knees go over to the right, head goes over to the left. So we're just moving in time with our breath. Close your eyes and just feel it instead. So as you inhale, the knees are coming up, the head's coming up. As you exhale, the knees are going one way and the head's going the opposite way. So we're creating a beautiful twist. This is a very simple little practice, line twist. And I particularly enjoy this version with the feet on the ground and the feet slightly apart, so we can just really bring some ease into the hips as well. You'll feel that. With your eyes closed, you get much more of an internal experience of this, slowing everything down. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And come to center once more. Slide the legs away. I'm just going to come into a relaxation now for a few minutes. So if you need to do anything, stretch or move or adjust or cover yourself with a blanket or put socks on, even for a few minutes. It's worth being warm and comfortable. Otherwise, you'll find it very uncomfortable and distracting. And then what use will that be? So we're just finding ourselves now. Breath coming in and out, lying on the ground in Shavasana. Just enjoying that position, enjoying the support. Breathing into the nostrils and breathing out through the nostrils, just easy breath flowing, ebbing and flowing. And feel your body with each out breath is softening and relaxing, and melting into the floor, letting go everything. Just for these few minutes, let go everything. Allow your breath to flow without any interference, just watching the breath, watching the belly rise and fall, the chest rise and fall with ease Nothing to do here. There's nothing to do, nothing to plan, nothing to think about. Everything is taken care of. And you can trust that you are supported and held in this moment. Feeling a life force in the form of your breath coming in and out, like the waves of the ocean, ebbing and flowing, coming and going. Breath coming in, breath going out. Breath taking care of itself. So we come to the end of our practice today. Let's just move slowly, maybe open the eyes or maybe deepen your breath a little bit. Stretch, breathe, hug your knees, do whatever you feel is good for you. Yeah. Maybe have a little rock and a roll onto one side. Do whatever feels good. Take your time to move yourself from the ground to seated. And as you come to seated, looking around, just coming back to the day, back to the present moment, wherever, whatever you're doing. And just have a little appreciation and gratitude for this body, for this life, for this opportunity to be human, right? And let's rub the palms together. Need a bit of heat, a bit of energy. Let's focus the energy and the heat between the hands and place that over the heart center, one hand on top of the other, really giving all of that to the heart space and just entering into or connecting with your own heart and the space around that. And bring to mind into the space your sankalpa, your intention. And say that to yourself. And if you don't have anything, nothing comes to mind, or for any reason you just don't know what that can be, then I am loved. I am lovable. I am loving. There's a nice sankalpa. Good. And relax. Namaste. Thanks so much, everybody, for your practice today.